Hello there, YouTube. This is Shivam with my third Wi-Fi battle, and it's going to be an OU team versus a mixed tier team. And I lead off with my Flintstone. He leads off with his Ninetales with the Drought, so knows that he's going to use the Sun on his team. And I just take it out with the Stone Edge and just one-hit kill. And he's going to send in his Heatran, and that thing's pretty beastly. It takes out a big chunk of my team, and he goes for the Flash Cannon, knowing that he's scarfed because he outsped my Flintstone, and he takes me out in one hit as well. And I just go in my Raikou because I can resist it, plus my special defense is pretty good. And so he goes for the Flash Cannon again because he's scarfed and does a little bit to me, and I just go for the Aura Sphere into the face and see how much that would do, and that just he barely lives. And so I just go for the next Aura Sphere, and he just goes for the Flash Cannon and does a little bit more, and I just go for the Aura Sphere and take him out. And so now I think he's going to send into Chansey with his Eviolite, and that's the first time I've seen one of those. So I don't know what it's really going to do except what a Blissey would do, and he goes for the Toxic. So I'm thinking he's going to be a Toxic stall. And so I just send in my AC trying to trick him, but he goes for the Protect, trying to scout me out, and he knows that I'm going to trick. So he's going to avoid my trick by switching into his Darmanitan, and I just go for the trick again, seeing what I could do. And I take his choice Scarf while he takes my choice Specs, which is fine by me. It's not going to really help him a lot, and it kind of helps me too. So with my Scarf, I can outspeed him, and I just go for the Volt Switch, trying to save my AC. And I just go into Rubber Ducky, and he goes in, and I trace it and figure out that he's Sheer 4, so that means if he was Zen mode, he wouldn't be able to take benefit from my Specs. But he goes for the Flare Blitz and does a lot out of me. And so he just finishes me off, takes a lot of recoil damage, and I just go back into AC and just Volt Switch and take him out from there. And so that'll be the end of Darmanitan. And so I go back and I go into my Raikou, seeing what he'll have next, and he goes into Volcarona. And that thing is just, oh god, I hate him. So I just switch out, go into Dwayne the Rock Johnson, see what he can do, and he goes in for the Quiver Dance, predicting my switch, and I'm just like, fuck, that's not going to be fun. And so he goes in for the Flamethrower with the Drought plus Flamethrower plus the +1 special attack. Dwayne takes it pretty nicely. So I just go in for the Stone Edge, take it out in one hit. Yay for me, win-win. And I just get my lefties back, and he goes in for the Dragonite. And right now I'm just thinking, what is he going to do? He's probably going to Dragon Dance, and yep, that's what he does. And so I go for the T-Wave, trying to counter his Dragon Dance just so that he doesn't get the speed boost. And so I just get my lefties, and I go for the Stone Edge right there, and with his multi-skill, that's not going to do that much. But he goes for the Dragon Claw, and even with +1 Dragon Claw, that still won't kill me, even with a crit as well. And so that just makes Dwayne the MVP of this match right here. And so I go in for my next Stone Edge, and that doesn't really kill it, but this is where it's fun for me because I get the Parahacks, and I get my lefties, and I just go in for the next Stone Edge, take it out, and that's just fun because Regirock takes out a Volcarona and a Dragonite. That's just a good match right there. And so I just keep getting my lefties, and he goes back into Blissey. And right here, I just go for the sub, see what he's going to do, and he goes in for the Seismic Toss. And I'm just like, okay, that's going to break my sub, so not really much I could do right there except figure out if Stone Edge or Explosion will do more. I just go straight for the Explosion because I don't think I would be able to survive even if it doesn't kill him. And so Explosion doesn't really do that much, so I go into AC because since this is the last guy, he can't really switch out. So I'll just go for the trick, take his Eviolite, and so he gets the Choice Scarf, which won't really help him a lot. And now he gets locked into Soft Boil, so now he's basically screwed. He can't really do anything else. So I just go in for the Volt Switch, switch into my Phoenix because, I mean, he's just going to Soft Boil, and that's not really going to help him. So he's just going to Soft Boil up, and I'll just get my Flame Orb up, get my Burns on, and I just go for the Facade, see how much that will do. And even without the Eviolite, this Blissey is pretty epic, as the name says, because it survives with just a little bit HP left, and he just goes for the Soft Boil, gets it about half, he realizes that he can't really do anything else, and he forfeits the match. So that's game. So rate, comment, subscribe. Whoopee!